US President Donald Trump says peace in Ukraine depends on one phone call. And that call is happening on Monday with Russian President Vladimir Putin. On Saturday, Trump wrote on Truth Social, quote-unquote, "I will be speaking by telephone to President Vladimir Putin of Russia on Monday at 10 a.m. The subjects of the call will be stopping the bloodbath that is killing on average more than 5,000 Russian and Ukrainian soldiers a week and trade. I will then be speaking to President Zelensky of Ukraine and then with President Zelensky, various members of NATO. Hopefully, it will be a productive day, a ceasefire will take place, and this very violent war, a war that should have never happened, will end. God bless us all." The announcement comes just a day after Ukraine and Russia did something they hadn't done in 3 years, held face-to-face talks in Turkey. It was a long-awaited breakthrough since March 2022. Trump had earlier claimed that no meaningful peace process would move forward until he and Putin talked directly. Trump said this week, quote-unquote, "I don't believe anything is going to happen, whether you like it or not, until he and I get together." Trump also announced he plans to speak with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and several NATO leaders after his conversation with Putin. He wrote, quote-unquote, "Hopefully it will be a productive day, a ceasefire will take place, and this very violent war, a war that should have never happened, will end." And yes, the Kremlin has confirmed it too. Russian spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told state news agency TASS that preparations for the phone call are underway. No further details were shared. So what led to this sudden burst of diplomacy? In Turkey, both sides sent delegations for the first time since 2022. Ukraine had been pushing, along with its allies in Europe and the US, for a 30-day ceasefire. But Putin rejected it, saying what's needed instead are direct negotiations. Trump reportedly encouraged Zelensky to accept the Turkey talks, but with a catch. Zelensky insisted he would only attend if Putin himself showed up. Putin did not show. Russia sent what Ukraine called a low-level delegation. Still, Ukraine eventually agreed to attend. The result? A 1,000 for 1,000 prisoner exchange deal, the first real agreement between the two sides in years. From abroad, Trump watched closely. While traveling in the Middle East earlier this week, he told reporters, quote-unquote, "Nothing's going to happen until Putin and I get together, okay?" He added, obviously he wasn't going to go. He was gonna go, but he thought I was gonna go. He wasn't going if I wasn't there. Speaking to Fox News, Trump said he's tired of other people handling the negotiations, quote-unquote. He's at the table and he wanted this meeting, and I always felt there can't be a meeting without me because I don't think a deal is going to get through. Meanwhile, Trump's Secretary of State Marco Rubio also got involved. Rubio spoke with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov on Saturday. According to the State Department, Rubio welcomed the prisoner exchange deal from the Turkey talks and delivered Trump's message. The US is committed to achieving a lasting end to the Russia-Ukraine war. Rubio also posted on X, quote-unquote, "The US has presented a strong peace plan and we welcome the prisoner of war exchange agreement reached in Istanbul. Let's not miss this huge opportunity. The time for ending this war is now." Trump has repeatedly refused to cast Putin as the main obstacle to peace, but he did say this, quote-unquote, "Putin is tired of this whole thing. He's not looking good and he wants to look good. Don't forget, this was supposed to end in 1 week." So, will Trump's Monday call with Putin change the course of the war, or will it just be another high-stakes conversation with no results? One thing's certain, Trump wants the world to believe only he can end it. That's all for now. For more such explainers and news updates, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, The Indian Express. Thank you so much for watching.